Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Give everybody a little bit of time to come in. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Hi, Tanya. Hi, Jen. How are you guys tonight? I'm cleaning my mat. I got glue and everything else on it. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, I interrupted you. Really? Hey, April. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Lena. It rained here most of the day. Which we do not like. Do not like my rain. Hey, Marty love. How is everybody doing? Marty, tell Ron I said hi. I sent your package out, honey. Miss Marty. Oh, my new video. Oh my gosh, it was so horrid this morning. And I was like, these allergies are kicking my behind. We'll give everybody a little bit to get in because I know we're a little bit early. I sent your package out, honey. Oh, no, never mind. Let me think. Nope, never mind. That didn't go to you. Never mind. I have a package coming to you. Your swap is what I was thinking of. I have it on my list. Send Marty's package because I got you in the loaded envelope swap. I had to think about that. I was just early on it. You were on my list to get them. Lori. I had to think about that. I sent Lori's out today. Miss Lori got a package today. Lots of packages going out. In April, yours is ready and will go out in the morning. My glasses need cleaned. They're all dirty. I do too, Lori. Hey, Katie. How are you, hon? I'm getting some stuff ready here in the background, so while everybody's coming in. And cleaning my glasses so I can see the screen. Because if I don't clean my glasses, I can't see the screen to see what your comments are, so. So there we go. I can see again. Hey, Joe. We're giving everybody a little bit of time to come in. I'll give them about a couple more minutes. And we're going to be working on pockets tonight. And I'll probably go over this a couple times. I'm using book pages as my base. Oh, except that's a really cool photo. These were Reader's Digest. So I just have like my stack of book pages over here, random book pages. And then I actually have a digital kit it's just a digital kit that I have. I'm getting ready to start another nature journal. I have one I'm working on that I started when I was starting the other one, but then I put it to the side and finished the other one. So I will be using Rambler Notes by Shabby Dabby Doodah. Guys, if you have not seen this, these kits are they're fairly inexpensive. I don't think that they were very pricey. Let me look again. They were very reasonable because I was looking at several different kits. Let me see. I think they're like a couple dollars a piece. Yeah, they're like less than $2 a piece, which is like great for digitals. And it's sort of a naturey, sort of an Edith Holden type look, and they're great collage papers. So I decided to use these for my pockets. I love this page right here. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to be working with this, and I've got doilies and lace and some dyed wax paper and specimen labels and let's see, green dyed paper and some craft cardstock, some coffee dyed paper, some lace. I think I said that already. They're really, really pretty. I love this one. This is very Tim Holt. Tim Holt. No. Yeah. Whoo, buddy. Tim Holtz. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. I'm telling you guys, this stuff makes your brain foggy. And I love that one with the yellow. And I love this because there's tons of journaling room. But they're $1.85. There's a kit, the backgrounds, which is what I've been showing you, is $1.85. And then the ephemera kit is like $1.85, which is crazy good prices. And seriously, these you can use over and over and over and over again. Not just for nature ones, but just in general. I mean, floral, or if you want plain ones, just, cut out the part that's nature. So, and then there's a background. And then the ephemera kit was $1.85, and you get like a seed packet, a journaling card, some tags, a pocket, library card, just some ephemera, some tickets. There's another pocket, some tags, another. Oh, and I think I made 2 copies of this. So you get 1, 2, 3 ephemera pages for $1.85. Hi, Kathy D. How are you? And then you get, I believe there's 12 of these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there are 12 of the collage pages, and then 1 base page. This is Shabby Dabby Doodah. Shabby Dabby Doodah. They are A4, so you have to sort of play around with the printing. But I have found, like, my printer, even though my paper doesn't print A4, it prints 8.5 by 11. But if I set my settings on my printer for A4, it will print a full page, but I forgot to do it when I was printing this, so I got the little lines. But I'm using it for collage, so I'm okay with that. Hi, Chanel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to be using this for backgrounds and things for our pockets tonight. Who is crafting along with me? Does everybody have their stuff ready? So like this is some of my dyed wax paper, and there's like a blue color, which I really, really love. And then the green. I do have some this was I stole this idea from my most awesome sister, Miss Lori, and the coffee filters from Kroger. And there I do have, well, these are from Wish. You know, I don't even use those. I do have some floral cards, which I may use. I don't know. These are from, and they come in the little, you can buy the little box for them too, and they come with little floral cards in them, which are really cute, and you get a nice variety. Oh, Kathy D, well, welcome for live. You get a nice variety of little floral cards. These are from Tracy Fox, is where they come from, if you wanted to know that. So I have a little bit of everything. These are the little floral sticker stamps that come from, again, that come from Wish, if I can get them out of the box. And they're just little floral postage stamps, stickers. Hi, Letitia. How are you, my dear? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome to the family. If this is your first time here, make sure you give us a shout out. If your name isn't, you know, if your name's Marty, then you know your name's Marty. But if you have a different name, then make sure you shout us out your name, and you can ask Letitia. It may take me a time or two to get your name down, but I will get it down. These are specimen labels from Junk with Steph, and there's just a huge variety. I think I have 3 different sets that I cut, and I cut these out on my Cricut. So if you have a Cricut, these do work on your Cricut, which makes it so nice, because even these, well, let me try to find, there's one in here that I absolutely adore because it looks so old and so vintagey, because it's all raggedy. You see the edges? My Cricut even cut the little edges out around the edges. So those are most awesome. So I love those. So I do have those to use. I do have some vintage wallpaper, some textured vintage wallpaper. Enchanted Dreams 71 is Lori. So I do have some textured wallpaper to use in the background. Let's see, what else did I pull out? I got a little bit of everything. I have some grommets in case I want to use them. I have some green washi and some typography washi. Oh man, if you learn how to use it, you will. Once you go Cricut, you'll never go back, guys. I'm telling you, because it saves my hands so much stress. Okay, so let's see. Was there anything else? I think that's it. Well, let me grab one thing because I meant to grab. And I've got my little box of, I've got my little box of jump rings if I decide I want to use grommets and hang anything. So with that being said, I'm going to double up on my paper. So I'm just going to grab a glue stick. Again, this is why I'm using the glass mat, so hopefully it won't go crazy today. If you are out there in viewer land, yay, and you're crafting along with us as we do these, please make sure you share in the Facebook group so we can see them. I love seeing what you guys create. Yep. So make sure you share in the Facebook group. And I do have my bone folder just because I find it helps. Okay. So we'll start with the base one first. You know, me and my base pockets. And I'm not even worried about this being all straight or anything like that because we're going to be covering it up. Yep. I do because especially if I'm using, like these aren't very old. They're like from the 60s. Whoops, if I could glue on the page. They're from the 60s. So I want to make sure that they're last. Miss Lori. Okay. Yep, I glue them back to back, and then when I fold them, just because it gives it a little bit more support. And then I'm all about doing this little notch thing out of them now because that's seems to be my thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right off. And if you missed my video this morning, this is my 1-inch punch. Use your ruler, line it up, and mark on each side. That way, if you're looking for it, all you have to do is line it up and clip it, and you know it's even and you don't have it all catawonky. Plus, it makes all your little tabs the same if you're trying to match them up. So there's that. So where do we want to start? I want to start with this one because I absolutely love these little daisies down here. So I think I'm going to use those. And I love the fact they've got that green that matches my bluish green paper. And I'm going to go in for the tear. And you guys know me, I like using my scraps. I did print this out, but I will be using my scraps in the background because, you know, you've got to use scraps. We have the peanut gallery. If you guys aren't aware, Marty and Lori are the peanut gallery. They think they can get by with stuff because they're family. So if you see anything weird on there from them, that's what that is. And let's see, if you have a channel, I know that Lori has a channel. It's Enchanted Dream 71. I know Miss Letitia, Heavenly Gifted Today, I believe has a channel, correct? Let's see, who else has a channel on here that's on here? I'm trying to think, guys. What Jen Rin Scraps has one. Go check out, go add them because they are awesome. All the girls are. I told you. They know it. They're being silly. See, this blue is going to just look so pretty back here because it has just that color that goes in around that awesome. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. Let's see. And I have some doilies. Let's see. Do I want to use a lighter green one that's almost a white? I got a coffee dyed one. Ooh, I like the coffee dyed one, I think. I think the coffee dyed one because it's dark brown like the middle of the flowers. Yep, this is wax paper dyed. This is the deli paper. Yes, JoJo has one. I knew that. Did I not say? I was trying to go through everybody. It's because I was talking about the ones I can see. I can only see so many at a time. Yes, Bella Creativa, Miss Katie has a channel. Oh my gosh, if you have a Cricut or you like doing album style things, boxes, 3D paper art, go check out her channel. She is amazing. And she has SVGs and printables. So you're without excuse, even if you don't have a Cricut. And I'm telling you, you will. Oops, that's a brand new bottle. A brand new bottle doesn't want to open. I grabbed it just in case my other one went crazy. Yeah, she has amazing, amazing stuff over there. Go check out her channel. I am a diehard fan. Of course, I watch all these girls' channels. Jen does lives a lot. Go check her out. Joetta, Miss JoJo Jazzy's Junk. She does tutorials. Lori is her. Let's see, her and Letitia. All of them. They do tons of stuff, flip throughs, and walk along craft alongs. and all of that. They're just amazing. I can't rant on everybody's channel because it would take me all night, because there's certain things I love about everybody's channels. Yeah, Miss Lori doesn't do lives, even though I'm trying to talk her into it. We're gonna get her doing them. It's amazing, you guys. She was featured in the Foxy Rag. If you have not, if you don't have copies of the Foxy Rag with Love Junk Journals or Tracy Fox, oh my gosh, you need to hook up on that, because there is wonderful ephemera, articles, tutorial. I mean, just a ton of stuff in there. Yeah, there are so many talented ladies that I could name them all and never quite get them finished. I know. So if you have not, she is in the last issue, issue 5, and Miss Lori is featured. And go check that out. And again, Tracy does an awesome job with that. Tons and tons of digitals in there. And this last one was huge. How many pages was this last one, Lori? It was like really, really big. I know that. I'm actually going to put this hanging down a little bit because I like it sort of hanging off the edge of the pocket. And as little as that, you've got you a pretty pocket. Now I'm going to just ink it up so it's ready to go, which I should have done before, I glued it all together, but I didn't, so we're doing it now. So here's a good old basic pocket. Yeah, like 65, it was really big. I was gonna say there was a ton of pages. Yep, so there's one pocket. Isn't that pretty? I love this image right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in my pile. I grab my next one. If you go to Etsy and search Foxy Rag. Oh, I glued my finger. And search Foxy Rag and you should be able to find it. Because I was looking for it too, and then I was like, I went into Tracy's shop and I don't know if I overlooked it. It may have been there and I just overlooked it. You're welcome, sweetie. Yep, just go to Etsy and search the Foxy Rag. Okay. That. Then I'm going to grab my cutter. And this one, I'm going to trim it down. My glue stick's getting everywhere, guys. Yes, it is. Lori, Enchanted Dreams 71, is doing a giveaway. Go check out her channel and make sure you sign up for her giveaway. She's giving away a ton of absolutely gorgeous items. Well, you know what? This does remove and come off. This is there it goes. Yeah, just have to work with it a little bit. There you go. Because it gets on my nerves. I know why it's there, and I know it's for my safety, but I'm just cutting off the outside edges. And yes, I know I'm sort of losing my patina, my age, by doing that, but I'm okay with it because I'm going to ink it up anyway. I'm going to trim this down, and I want this to be like a full page pocket. And I'll put my scraps to the side because you never know what I'll use them for, because, that's what I do. These girls are so silly. And again, make sure you join the Facebook channel. There are tons of giveaways freebies. There are giveaways, I guess. They're freebies. We post freebies, and there's swaps going on. We have a loaded envelope swap coming on. We just finished an altered paper clip. We have an alter file folder swap coming up, I think, if Miss Joe's on here. Is that right, Joe? Is that what? I think it was. And let's see. What else is going on? All kinds of stuff. Okay. So okay, I am going to glue this down one side and across. I'm going to stop when I get to my margin at the side, because I think that'll be just about right. It may be a little bit beyond there. Nope, I want a little bit beyond. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this and run glue up to as high as my little page for my pocket goes. Yep, we're getting ready to Yep, Marty, you are my partner. I got stuck with you. See, you have to send it to me, and I have to send to you. And I think we had about 20 people or so involved in the swap, which is not bad. I know bigger swaps don't tend to get as much action because, you know, of being more expensive for shipping. But we do a swap that's like a big swap, you know, where you have to pay more postage. And then we do a swap where it's a small swap that you can send in an envelope. So even our international people can do it for like a stamp or two, which makes it nice. Because, you know, it just makes it cheaper for people to be involved. And again, you know, if you're smart, you ink this up before you glue it together. Again, I didn't. Because I get to talking. Okay, and then see this edge that I have here? I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to use my bone folder. Now I sound like Genevieve. And I'm going to go right along my edge with it. Just do it a couple times, just to sort of crease it. I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm just going to angle cut this just a tad bit, and just a tad bit more. Oh, maybe a little bit more there. Right like that. Okay. Then I'm going to fold. I think it's the 16th of July, I believe. No, maybe not. I don't know. Ask Joe. I can't look while I'm sitting here. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to ink the back side. Yes, because this will be a back side. I know it's in July. It may be the 7th, maybe. Maybe. I don't remember. And I don't have my planner in here. It's in the other room, so I can't just flip over and look at it. Okay, I'm going to ink that up. Now we're going to decorate. You will have a pocket on the front. You have a pocket on the front, and it's still a little wet, so I'm trying to be careful with it here. In this little part, if you have your journal page, you can either sew it into the spine as you're going, or you can fold it this way, which is what I like to do, and glue it on your page. And then when you flip it open, you can decorate the front. When you flip it open, you're going to have a hidden pocket. So let's decorate. Okay, so we're doing in here. Let's see. I think I like that with the number 4, actually. That's sort of cute. I think on the inside pocket, because it's going to lay inside, you know, I don't want it to be too bulky where it bulks up the page. So I'm just going to do a square, you know, a square down there. Pretty coffee dyed paper. Let's see. So let me measure this real fast. Let's see here. Okay, we're right at, okay, I'll go about 4 inches is good. I got this cut, so it's going to be sort of crazy. A little bit less than 4 inches. So I have enough of a border. Oh, yeah, she. Hi, Brenda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. I hope you're having a great evening. You know, my allergies are out of whack. I said something about that earlier. So if I act goofy, it's because today I am acting goofy. Let's see. I need this to be, right about there. I'll just cut on that line. That works. Oh, no. You can do anything you want to. It's just a loaded or stuffed envelope. You can put whatever you want to in it. That's the nice thing about it. And you don't even have to use, you know, the same type of envelopes that I have if you don't want to. And then I'm just rounding the corners off. This is a We Are Memory Keepers hole punch. I love it because it's 4 millimeter, 7 millimeter, and 10 millimeter. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink up around the edge of this too. Oh, that's okay if they're wider. Hi, Clint. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Okay. Now let's see if my measurements are all wacky or. Woohoo! It worked. It worked. And then I'll leave the book page on the top because that doesn't really bother me. I may put like a specimen card or something up there just to add a little something at the top, or maybe some washi. There we go. No, I actually think I'm going to leave it empty because when I put a tag in there or whatever, then I'm going to burnish that down a little bit though. Okay, so now to front. What do we want to use? Let's look through our pages and see. I'm loving the green in this kit. Let's see. I love that green. Let's use the green. I like it. Let's use it. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of my mat there. And I'm going to be lazy, so instead of measuring, I'm just going to take my bullet bone folder and mark it. Then when I grab my cutter, I can just trim it down off of that. Oh, you're fine, sweetheart. Okie doke. Yep. That works. Use my scissors and trim the bottom up. And I'll round this one off too. Let me just mark this so we can trim it. Oops, I'm sorry guys, that was probably really loud in the mic. banging that glass. It's the only bad thing about working on glass mats, but I don't want to get glue everywhere. Okay. I know, it's really loud. I didn't mean to be so loud. So, what is everybody working on? What's everybody crafting on? Anybody crafting on anything? Is anybody working on anything? I know Jen usually works along. Okay. Let's put this down. And this is art glitter glue. I'm working out, finishing this up. Ooh, did you do a video, Jen? Man, I told you people would be hitting up on those, on your paper rolls. It's slightly to the left a little bit, but that's okay. It'll be okay. Okay, then I want to put sort of a little journaling spot on here somewhere at least. Although, up in the back, I guess this would be okay because we're going to do tags and stuff back there. I think I want to put a grommet. Oh, the little notebooks. You know, you guys, I thought about it, and hold on, I'm looking through my, let me look through my, oh, I want to use this. I want to use this. I'm going to dissect my little butterfly card here. I'm not covering it up. Geesh. People. Okay, so I'm going to cut out one of these little butterflies here. One of these little ones here. And I'm just going to use book page because we're at it, so why not? I know, right? That's what I thought. I love that page. I love the green, but I have a problem with Tim Holtz covering Tim Holtz stuff up too because I love that whole, like the wallflowers kit. Oh, I love that. But anyway, my thought was, if I remember what my thought was now, it left me, you guys. This medicine is just not helping my head. Oh, we're doing our Wednesday wingding, and what I thought about doing was taking one Wednesday, like next Wednesday or the week after or whatever. Anyway, I'm doubling this over into 4 and gluing it because I want something thicker just to back this with, and then I can use it instead of using like chipboard or something like that. I might as well use the book page and use it up because who doesn't have book pages sitting around everywhere? But anyway, we're mostly doing like mass makes of different ideas and things like that. So my thought was next Wednesday or whenever, we can make a journal cover with the pages and all that, and then we can use it like as a reference journal. And then the things we work on, I mean, you could add things obviously that you make along the way, but we could sort of do that. I thought that might be a cool idea because I mean, we're doing a lot of things you could use for. Okay, and I'm just going to glue this down here is fine. And I'm going to cut out the little spot. And I just quadrupled that up so it would give some thickness to it. I didn't want it real small. And then I'm going to fussy cut out my little butterfly. If you get a chance, just giving this out there to everybody. Because, you know, I'm always about finding a deal. And I have a little pair of, like the Tim Holtz Haberdashery, the little small, you know, fussy cutting scissors. And, you know, the Tim Holtz, the little small fussy cutters. And I was at the Dollar Tree, and I happened to find detailing scissors in the craft, you know, because they're up in all their craft stuff. So if you haven't been to Dollar Tree in a while, you might want to visit, because mine just unloaded a huge amount of craft items. And one of them was these little pair of detailing scissors. And I'm telling you guys, they really are good. I mean, they're not the serrated edge ones. They're smooth edge. But believe it or not, I think they actually, because of the way that they're made, I don't know, they do really, really well. So might be something to look into if you know, either A, don't want to pay out the big bucks to get the little bitty ones, or, you know, you're looking for them without putting a ton of money in them. Because a buck, you can't beat a buck. Okay, and then I'm just going to ink up around the edge of my little butterfly here. Ink, 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 ink. Okay, I'm putting my lid on. And I'm going to grab my big bite, and I'm going to use my small grommets because that butterfly is really small. Let's see. I think I'll use a brown one because I think a brown one will look best. They have a whole little container of them. Found them at a yard sale. Got it for $1. The whole container full for $1. And she had a bunch of them. Like there was like 5 containers in a thing. It was awesome. I was so happy because, you know, it's hard to find them, and especially the multicolors all at once without buying, you know, individual packs or so on or so forth. So I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm just going to put a grommet in his wing. Just to sort of protect it. Oh, I should have got 2 out because I need one for my... Let me turn it around. His teeny tiny little wing. If it didn't work, it's too thin. I wondered about that. Hold on, it's too thin, so it popped it right through the paper. Let me grab another one. Let me grab another one. I need to grab another one for the other thing anyway, so we'll just grab 2 while we're in here. See if I can grab a brown one. There's a brown one. Let me grab another one. It's one of those things, if I was sitting here doing it and nobody was watching me, it'd already be done. I'd be on the other one and it would be doing with no problems because somebody's watching me. And of course, I'm not going to be able to find a brown one now that I'm digging through. There's a brown one. There's a brown one. There we go. Okay. It didn't rip through his wing. It just... Yeah, Smarty's always eating something. What is she eating today? Oh, an ice cream bar. Yum. Sounds good. Okie doke. Now let's try this again. Ta-da! We got a little grommet in our little butterfly wing. And then let me grab this. I'm actually going to use a big one on the card now that I think about it, just because I don't want it to be so. And if you hear me stop every once in a while, it's because I have to get a drink because my throat keeps drying out on me. So I apologize ahead of time. Again. And of course, where's the brown one? There it is. Although I could use black with the writing being in black, but I like the brown one. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's and I'm going to put it in the top right corner. There we go. And put my grommet in. Oh, let me flip this around from where I was using it earlier. Okay. Let me get my grommet on. I'm drinking water. I can even show you. In my awesome cup I got from Goodwill. Yes, I bought a cup from Goodwill because I love chickens. Let me see if I can put my hand over it and hide it. It's got chickies on it. Okay. So let me grab my little pliers and a couple jump rings that actually match. Okay. Because I have different colors in here, so I'm trying to make sure I get the right colors that match. Okay. Okay. Hold on, let me find the ones I'm looking for. Trying to look for. I could use a bulb pen, but let me link these together. Sorry guys, I have to pull this back from the camera because I cannot see over the camera like that to do that. Okay, there we go. And I think I'll use 3. Yep. I think I will. Trying to find one that matches the color I'm after. Okay, there we go. Let me come down here and put this one on. Okay, and I do have chain. I could have used chain, but I decided to use a jump ring. And hopefully I put that close enough to the edge that I can get it in there. I may not. It may be too far from the edge. I may have to use a jump ring and then attach the little, I will. Let me put my butterfly on and then I'll put a jump ring on to attach my butterfly to. And I can't ever get these little things open, so I have to use the pliers to pry them open to get them on there. So then I have to sit and fumble and look silly while I'm doing it. Let me use my other pliers. Well, no. It's looking for my, I have little red handled ones that work better, but apparently they're in with my bead stuff. Hold on just a second, girls, ladies, and gentlemen. I promise it's worth the wait. It's really cute. Okay, there we go. I just couldn't get my pliers in there. It wouldn't go. That and the fact I'm fumbling anyway today doesn't help. So now after I take 25 minutes doing this, you guys will be like, what? You guys can just converse freely. Okay, I think I got it now. Oh, and my little butterfly came unglued on that one page, so I will have to make sure that I grab it with the glue. Oh, come on. This silly little ring. Finally! Up, and then it ripped. I ripped my butterfly right off, you guys. I probably should have did a bigger butterfly. Hold on, I'll fix it. Okay. Maybe I should have done a bigger one. Let me do a bigger one. I have that. I just gotta get the grommet on there. The grommet's already on there, but now the butterfly's gone. Okay, we'll use a ball pen, guys. Every once in a while, you just gotta rethink and start over. Hold on. I usually use the bigger ones, and I don't use those teeny tiny little ones. I know. See, there's a little chain. Let me use that one. I have some of these that I've rusted. I know. Yeah, it's a caterpillar. Leave me alone. My daughter thinks she's funny. Okay. I am sorry, guys. That was my fault. Let me find a bigger butterfly that's pretty. I'll just cut this one out up here. Hold on. At least I'm getting lots of practice. Yeah, I grabbed that one and I wondered about it being as small as it was because I normally use the bigger ones. Like something bigger like this size. Just because, you've got enough space to do something with. So I wondered about the grommet, but it's okay. Guess I should have just went with the ball pen when I wondered about it earlier. Because that's what my initial thought was when I was thinking about different things to do. I'm not going to leave its little antennas on there, so just because they're just going to get caught up or broke. And I don't want to rip anything else off trying to do that. There we go. Brown one on the first try. Well, and the thing of it is if you have a bigger one, you can sort of go farther up on its wing, so you have more space. Where with that smaller one, it was so close to the edge, I worried about that. But I guess sometimes you just gotta try. Why is popping today? It was doing that this morning too. And then my ball pen. I did too. My bulb pen, and we'll just slide a bulb pen up there. It's okay. It's not what I wanted it to do, but it's okay. It's okay. Actually, I'm going to take it off of the bulb pen. You guys are like, really? Seriously, woman? Just move on. I'm actually going to use some of my cotton fabric. I'm just going to cut it and rip it a little smaller. So it pretty much makes it somewhat of a string. I mean, you could use like twine, would look really cute. And then I'll slide this one out the back. And then I'll just figure, like, I know my pocket's here, so I want it to sort of hang above the pocket. So about like that. Then I'll come up here and I'm just going to knot it right above the card, which will sort of, you know, be the topper, sort of like the topper part of your tag, but it's on a pocket. You guys ever have days where nothing seems like it works? Oh, the ripping of the fabric, I know. And then this will pull down, so you'll have your little, the top, and then it'll just dangle off the side. And I mean, I could have put this like towards the back, or I can put it towards the side, you know, and leave it hang off the side. I want it on my front though. Well, so it's just got it. And I like when, you know, little fabric. I probably should have, you know what? I'm going to change this for a second, guys. I know you guys are like, really? Seriously, lady? Come on. And try not to stab myself with my pokey tool. Okay, hold on. I got another piece. I'm just going to cut this because I can use this on a tag. Let me grab the other piece. Let's do this different because I want to hang it. I want it dangling from the front because this will be where it's, you know, stuck out in your journal dangling. And I need to ink it anyway. I needed to ink it. Why didn't you guys remind me? Oh, dangles. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jen. Okay, that's fine, honey. I know there's all kinds of stuff going on out there, so have people running every which direction. Okay, so let's... I need to go check out her channel. I haven't watched her in a while because there's so much... I've got so much stuff going on, and I try to make sure, like, all the little channels... I don't want to say little channels, but, you know, people that are, like, new, the newbies or whatever, get some watch time. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. And then I'm just going to knot this, which will sort of give it a little bit more of like a string look. And I'll be able to control it a little bit more by tying it. But I try to, you know, make sure I give them all the watch time. There's so many new little ones, you know, up and coming that I'm friends with and stuff that you know, I try to make sure that I give them some watch time too. You know, and there's so many smaller ones that, you know, I try to watch them, and by the time you do that, and then I'm trying to video and get everything ready, plus everything else in life. It just gets busy trying to do it all. But what I do is usually I'll end up, and then if I take, you know, like a weekend where I don't have nothing to do, then I'll run back and watch or whatever. But I haven't been on her channel for a while. I need to go. I love her channel. She was such an inspiration when I first started out. Her and Gail. Of course, Gail is amazing. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who else. Of course, Artie Mays and Tracy Fox. And there's so many of them out there that I could name them. Shabby Dabby Doodah. And, of course, the Paper Outpost, Pam. Hey, Zena. I know, right, Jen? It's hard just to get. So by doing that, see how I like how it sort of, it's more controlled. So, you know, it doesn't like, I mean, it still flips around and dangles and all of that, but the ribbon is more controlled. And yeah, see, there's just some of them that are, and I love Donna. Used to be Junk Journal Inspirations. I love her. And of course, you know, there's Dawn, and Emily has a channel that's pretty good. Dee Dee. There's just so many of them. And now trying to watch all the smaller ones. But I love how it hangs off, and it is a dangle because it dangles off. There you go. One last thing. Let me ink this side. So there we go. That way if it flips around, at least you get the... Yeah, right. I'm not up there with any of them. I don't ever... Yeah, no. I just did me. So, and then you have your tag. You can, you know, glue so you have it and it's a flip, and then you put your tuck in the back. I love this pocket. I'm gonna let on my glue. Get my glue out. Okay. Then I'm just gonna fold it at an angle. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, there are so many channels out there that I love to watch, and it's hard to watch them all. And then you get on there or you get halfway through one and something else happens and you've got to... Yeah, glue those 2 pages together first. That usually helps, don't it? And then I'll go around these, you know, when I'm going to sew them. So that's why I don't worry about it being held down like perfectly. I just sort of wipe the glue on there and let it go. Okay, there we go. Then line that up. And put my lid back on my glue stick. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this and fold this over to where it goes. And the one thing I like about glue sticks is they're not as permanent as the other. So I always go in and sort of open that because it'll air dry, but it won't stick. So that'll give me a top tuck. Then I'll make sure I cover this with glue real good. There we go. And bone folder. Flatten that bottom. Then you can go back in and open that up and let it dry. There we go. Let's decorate this side of it. I'm just going to trim right around here where I cut that butterfly out. I'll just edge around this butterfly here. Just sort of like a grouping, and grab my ink. Oh, okay. Love you too, Lori. Can't wait till Saturday. Yep, get some rest and sleep. De-stress for the day. Okay, so let's see. Let's use some of this coffee filter because I love the darkness of it. I'm just gonna dot it with some glue. Of course, you know, using art glitter glue or barely glue, it's gonna dry clear. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow probably. Okay, put that down. Then I'm actually going to tear another part of this digital over here because it actually has like sort of like a ledger type look to it. Get the bottom part off. Sort of like a little chart with dots all along the side of it. So ink it up because everything's better with some ink. I'm going to flip this down just a little, just a tad more, because I don't want it to. And then I'll put the straight line, the straight side right up against there. So, rip it down some more. Then I don't worry about that little scrap that I inked and tore up because I can use it for something else. Then just line this up on the side just to give it sort of some color dimension. Okay, then let's see. I think I want to use some lace. Let me see if I have any yellow toned. Some yellow, some I'll just use this cream. Yeah, she's probably already asleep. It doesn't take her long. Sometimes she'll fall asleep right during a live. But if I was getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning, well, I do get up at 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm not as old though. There's a little lace along there. Let's see. What else do we have here that I can throw in there? You know what? I have this page, which is just another scrap page on a kit that I was working on. But it sort of has that same brown tone that the butterflies do. So I always keep my scrap pages and when I print and use them for different things. Let's see. I actually think I'm just going to glue this and wrap it around the side, which is fine with me. It doesn't bother me. I sort of like when it carries over. So I'll just put it over the end here, like that. Then I'll wrap, and that'll already have starting to put something on the back side too. Decorating the back some. Then I have this. I actually think I want to tear out around the butterflies. I love how it sort of has that roundedness to it, but I think I'm actually going to put it on the edge and let it wrap around the side. Just because I think it'll be cute with those little butterflies there, and then sort of carry it over onto the other side. Then let's see, I have this little scrap piece of paper that I tore off earlier, and I just throw it on there, you guys. And I'm not done with the front, but I'm just going while I go. Pull that up a little bit so I can sneak under there. There we go. There we go. There, right like that. Then let me grab a little label here that'll look cute on there. Let's see. I actually think that would look really cute because of that yellow butterfly on there. Really? You need to wash it and dry it and put some alcohol on it and get rid of the infection. She's at her dad's this week again. And guess what she did, Marty? She got sunburnt. Not as bad as last time, but she did get sunburnt. And then I'm going to put this just sort of hanging off the side here. And I'm going to leave it hanging so when we glue it in, it just sort of attaches to the pocket. Yep. Tell her, Marty. There you go. So there's that side, and I'm happy with that pocket side. And then this side, I think I'm going to put... I don't want that on there. I think, let's see if I can find. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a bigger label. Something maybe that's got some dark brown in it. Wait a minute. No, I don't like that one. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to pull something yellow up here into my scraps. If I have some, I got this yellow. That would work. No, it's not yellow enough. I don't like. Give me a second. I'll find something yellow. I got all kinds of scraps in here, so there has to be something. Katie, you'll scare the poor thing. Okay, so I'm going to use yellow at the top up here. And that's just a scrap piece of yellow fabric I had in my little fabric. Oh yeah, she has to have it for her art. Oh my gosh, heaven forbid. How's your puppy doing? He's so cute. I want one. My aunt has always had dachshunds. The whole entire time I was growing up, the little mini ones. I loved them. Okay, I'm going to put this, I'm just going to tilt it sideways. Because why do it straight when you can do it crooked? It's okay. Yep, just wash it really good. There we go. So this is, oh, you know what? I decorated that. Silly me. Okay. Just wrap this around the corner. This is not going to hurt anything. It's just going to add to the collage part. Aww. Okay, so this is one side, and that's the other. And then what I'll probably do is washi tape this. I meant to do one side, so I had my tux, but I actually decorated both for, I think I was thinking about the other one. I told you guys I'm crazy. Oh my gosh, Marty, I am so sorry. And then what I'll do is, you know, washi tape it in or use fabric. to glue it in. I have some more of this yellow, so I may use yellow and just attach it that way, and then it can be a flip. I usually try to do like pockets and flips more than I'm trying to find a encyclopedia page or a couple. Okay. Ooh, there's Japanese beetles. That'll work along with nature, won't it? Let's see. Oh, and the mountains of Idaho. And these are just old encyclopedia pages. Oh, yeah, because he is a wonderful artist. And then to just start and then to be injured like that, that's horrid. Well, you tell him we're thinking about him. Okay. I'm going to cut off this raggled edge over here, and I can use it for something else. Okay, let me see measurement-wise what I got going on. Okay, let's take this down to 6. So I'm going to cut it, so it's 6 inches wide. And then I'm going to do 6 inches. So I'm doing a 6 by 6 square. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I might as well go ahead and cut it down to the 6 and be done with it. Okay, and then again, I'm going to do 6 by 6. I was just trimming it down because I wanted sort of that patina on the sides. Okay, so 2 6 by 6 squares. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to take it. I'm not going to actually fold it. I'm just going to crease it in the center. And find a pencil and mark a dot. And then I'll do this one. Fold it in half. Fold it in half, and you can do it with any kind of square, no matter how big. You can use 12 by 12 paper and do it if you want to. And then just crease it on that side. Then again, I'm going to mark my center right like that. Then I'm going to fold it on the diagonal. And again, fold it on the diagonal. And then I'm going to do this the same way. Okay, so then I'm going to, where you have this crease where you fold it in half, I'm just going to fold it like butterfly wings, right like that, and fold it like that, right like that. Okay, then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold this into the center, and this one into the center, like that. And I'm going to fold this one in, just like if you were going to make, and you can do this, you can take this all the way up, trim it and make an envelope out of it if you want to. Like that. Right, like that. Okay. And you get it to fold up. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So I already have it folded diagonal, so I'm just going to fold it up to the center. on, fold, fold, fold. It won't fold. I don't know if I put that one up too far is why. Hold on, I didn't fold it right. I didn't get it centered. There we go. There we go. Too much folding. Okay. I'm going to take this one and fold this one down. And then we'll take this side and fold this side down. Okay. Then I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue inside this triangle on the edge, inside the center, and just put some on there just to glue it down. I open this up and I'm going to glue this side down. Like that. Okay. Okay, now this I'm going to take on the other side. So you're going to have both flaps. I'm going to take the flap, pull it down, and you're going to fold it back up to the line. Now, this is a lot of folds, and you're probably going, Willie, what in the world? It does look like a cootie catcher, don't it? Okay, then I'm just going to put some glue up along the side to where I folded that triangle. Right like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold it down to the line. And I'm going to glue up. And you don't have to glue all the way. You can just tack it a little bit. Well, here, I'll wipe some of this off so you can see what it's like, sort of, if I don't put as much in there and just put some on the edge, some on the edges. Okay. Right like that. And then we'll do this one. I'm going to glue that center triangle up. And I'm going to glue this center triangle closed. Your hat has 3/4. It does, yeah, it reminds you of a hat. Okay, then I'm going to fold it up. And again, this one I'll do a little bit so you can see what the difference is. And then the other side I'll do a lot, or I'll do all the way up to the corners. Okay, right like that. And this side I'll pull down and fold up. And this side I'll go all the way up to the little triangle. And fold up. Okay. Then I'm going to run a bead of glue right along the bottom here. And I'm going to grab some washi tape. Let's do this green right here that's got the leaves on it. We'll run this on both sides. It's sort of a papery washi. It's, I don't know where it came from, but it's more paper than washi. So I don't really like to use it for a whole lot of anything, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to run it across the bottom. Okay. Then I'll trim it down. And that little piece I'll just stick on my glue tab because I can use it in a minute for something. And then let's do the typography one on this one. Hey, don't make fun of my little hats. And then I'll just do the typography one on this one. And this looks like Tim Holtz, but I actually think it came from Wish. I think is where it came from. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. Because my Tim Holtz stuff I sort of keep together. So I know this isn't Tim Holtz. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Let's use some different washi. I have a couple greens over here that are almost identical. This one just has little leaves on it and little stripes, gray stripes with leaves, so that's really cute. And this was some set. Yeah, I may have. I don't know. The paper one I think came out of the dollar bin at Michael's actually. These green ones that I'm using came from Hobby Lobby. They were part of a set for, I don't know, whatever it was. I've already used the others and didn't use these so much. And I love this because it's got the most delicate little, like almost watercolor leaves on it. That's really pretty. But I've made a thing with myself. I have so much washi, and it, washi is one of those things that just doesn't really get used a lot. You don't see a lot of people use it. So I'm trying to make myself use it. Okay, so now that we have our little hats, Jen, probably not Jenny, huh? Let me grab my ink and we will ink up the edges here. And I'm going to ink both sides because it's going to get used on both sides. I'm just going to fold this down a little bit and I can grab that little lip through there. Same thing with the other side. Fold it down, grab that little lip, ink it at the bottom. There we go. Now you guys are probably sitting there going, there is no way I can remember how to fold all those folds. It's easy. It may take you a couple times. Once you do it, it gets easier though. Now, she loves Forrest Gump, you guys. Okay, so you have your little triangles, right? Let me find my pretty coffee dyed paper here. Okay, so this opens up, right? Opens up and it slides over your page corner. So it's a page corner tuck that'll go over the corner. But let me grab a little piece of paper. The thing I really like is you can make a teeny tiny tag. Well, let me cut down a teeny tiny tag. A teeny tiny tag, for example. Oops, that's really crooked, guys. Wow. We have a teeny tiny, whoops, a teeny tiny tag will slide up in there. So you can put teeny tiny tags in your corner. I absolutely love that. I love the idea of it. That's hard to see because of that. Let me find something that's a different color. Oh, I have green paper here. Hold on. So you can really see, because it really is cute, especially if you put like 2 little teeny tiny tags in there, or, one bigger tag and one smaller tag. Hold on. I dropped my tiny tag. And you can make them taller or shorter. Okay, sis, I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow. So you have your big tag. Like, this is a bigger size tag that'll fit in there, which, I mean, I wouldn't make it that tall. So it would fit in there and not hang out over the side. So you have your teeny tiny tag like that. And then your little tag. So you have your little tags up there. These are really bad tags because but yeah, you can have little teeny tiny tags in the corner, which I like. And on the other side, you have it. Now this one will take a wider size tag. I use this, like, this will take a wider size because I didn't glue it except up to basically where it is. So you can put, something larger in there, like a label, or, a little piece of ephemera, which is really cute if you put like some lace across the top of it. That one's a little bit too big. You can tuck a little tag in there or anything. So there you go. So that's what those are, is the little corner tuckies. And I actually like those. I know people do different things. But I love the ones that have the little tag tuck, because I mean, this looks silly, but if you actually decorate it and make a tiny tag and decorate it and everything, they're so adorable in there. So there's those. Okay. And then, of course, let me grab my cutter. Night, sis. Love you. And if I'm going to trim like off an edge of this because it's like all goobery, then I'll just trim both edges and trim the white off, because I think it looks weird if you leave, you know, one side on there but not the other. Sometimes I leave it on there depending on if I'm covering it up or whatever. Yep, there's the clock. Okay, then I'm just going to fold this over. And this depends on what size paper you have too. These are, like with this one I ended up, it is 8 by 6, basically a 6 by 8. Okay, then let's see. Try to decide this to be upright. Yep, there's no way, no matter what I do, it's going to be upright. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be upside down, but that's okay. Then I'm just going to fold each side in to the center where I folded it. Those historic costumes of Iceland. Grab my glue. And again, I was starting with basic pockets because, you know, starting and working our way up. Although the folding one is probably aggravating for people. Okay, then fold this up. Then I'm actually going to put a line of glue right up my center line just so it gives me some support. And then all the way up to here and up to here. Don't stick your hand in the glue you just put down. Okay. I'm going to glue that, burnish it down. Make sure you wipe your glue up so you don't have a mess. Okay. And again, you can ink this before or after. It's just inevitable that I get stuck doing it after because I don't think about it sometimes. If I'm working on a journal and I'm going, but when I'm doing this and I'm stopping from one thing and going to the next, then go. So if you go through the wing ding and do a sample of everything that we've done, you can add it to your journal. But if we're going to do a journal, then we'll start adding too. So you guys need to let me know if that's something you think. I mean, basically you'd be making a naked journal, just a cover with the signatures. And then just as we make everything every week, we'll put them in. My glue's coming loose. It hasn't dried all the way. So it's just a thought. There we go. I'll be glad when allergies stop that. And we've got rain. We got 7 inches of rain the other day in an hour, and it flooded our streets. Our post office is about a good 8 or 9 blocks. I live in a rural area, but I live in a small community. There's about 600 people. Well, yeah, 600 people, you guys. But it's in a rural area, and we do have a post office, and the cornfields are a good 8 blocks away from us. And when it flooded and it started washing all the water through, it literally washed corn stalks all the way up to the post office, which was like, 8 blocks away from the cornfields. It was crazy. I know it's hard to watch. And it's bad. That's why I said if we're gonna do a journal, and do that, which I think I'm going to do, and then put all of them in there, and that way I can sort of keep track of what I've done and what I haven't done, and know, you know, sort of plan and ideas for what we're going to be doing in the future. Then I'm going to actually put this across the top here, I think, if I can work this. That's the one bad thing with these allergies. It's driving me crazy. And I know I'm probably not making sense. And you guys are probably sitting there going, what in the world is wrong with her? And it's just, it doesn't matter what I do. It makes my head all fuzzy. So if I talk, if it doesn't sort of make sense or something, just let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Go, what in the world are you thinking, chick? Oh, you know what? Let me find that really pretty. Here it is. The really pretty little washi. Notice to run it right along the bottom here. You guys want to know something silly? Jen said something about rewatching them. I have to rewatch them sometimes too. Because doing this live, sometimes I throw stuff in there without really, you know, paying attention to what I'm doing. You know, I'm going on the fly. So afterwards, I can't remember. I'll look at someone, I'm like, how did I do that? So I have to go back and watch how I did it. Yeah, the rain's been horrid here. Okay. There we go with that. And then let me, I'm here. I know that there's this page here that is just lines. So I'm going to fold this. Yeah, I think everywhere is getting rain right now. It's pretty bad, but, and I'm just going to fold it and rip it. And I need to estimate how wide I need it to be. And I'll cover this inside just for a, you know what, let's just take it up the middle and call it done. Well, I want to take a little bit off because I want to rip that other edge over there so it doesn't look like one edge is straight and one edge is not straight. So I'm going to rip this part first. And again, I can use this on something else, so I'm not going to stress about it. And if it rips crooked, it's going to rip really crooked, guys. Probably should have refolded again. It's okay. It's not going to make a difference if they don't look similar because they're going to be on two different pages because it's a pocket that'll... Hello, Sandra. You know, yeah, I could have used just the same one. That way they look the same. That'll work. And the ink up around. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great midday. Yep, it is just about bedtime here. Well, not for me, but most people, around 10 or so in the evening where I'm at. Okay, then I'm just going to glue this, and that'll sort of cover my mosquitoes so you don't notice that he's upside down, because that will drive me bonkers. Now, I could have cut it apart and okay, and then I'm just going to put this here, line it up, and that'll give us a small journaling spot. And I'll put some washi or something up the side here in a second. I got some of these digitals I'll use. And put this one here. This one I'm not going to worry. Well, I still may. Let me see what colors that I have. Let's see what I got going on over there. Let's use this. Now I'm just ripping the sides because I like it to look a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to use my little detail scissors, and I'm just going to cut up the center of the vine. Or, well, this is a rose, so up the center of the, the rose stem. Whew. Told you guys, it's one of those days. Oh, destashing, yuck, 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 yuck. That's never fun. I destash and I think, oh, but I could use this for this, or I could use that for this. Oh, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. And remember, thumbs up, subscribe. All of that wonderful stuff. Yep, that'll work for me. And it just adds a little bit so it's not so plain. I just don't want to go over the fold and make it too bulky. And that just adds a little bit. It doesn't really, you know, alter it any. And then I'm just going to put this on there. Well, let me rip around the edge here, and we can use this for something else, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll find something to use it for. We always do, don't we? Oh, that's what I end up doing. I'm doing it, and then I'm like, oh, ooh, I forgot I had this. I need to do something with this since I've got it. And, you know, then 14 hours later, I come flying out of my room. Okay, so there's our front. We've got our little flowers, our washi across the top, and these are 2 pockets, right? And then this on the other side is journaling spots. So I can put it in my journal, you know, as I'm bind through it while it's there. And I'll have, this is one page, is a small page, and this is another small page, so I'll have 2 tucks there. And I have to get a drink, guys, so hold on. My throat is drying out. Okay, so let's see. There you go. And make sure you share the channel. We're at 1,400 and some odd people. I don't know. Whatever it is. And I'm going to be doing a video soon because when I hit 1,500, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a full journal. So there will be a lucky winner winning a complete journal with a little ephemera pack, a topper, the whole kit and caboodle. I'm so excited. Okay. Then this one I'm going to just fold in half and glue. I know everybody likes giveaways. Okay. Now, this is our tea-dyed paper. So my book pages fit. If your book pages don't fit, then you may want to, you know, cut them down, resize them, or whatever. I like doing the full ones. I do them as a page flip, is what I normally do. Okay, so I folded this one completely in half, right? Okay. Then this one I'm going to fold in half and glue. I'm going to glue it. And I like doubling, you know, I like giving myself some, you know, giving it some backbone, especially if I'm using, you know, vintage pages. I want to make sure that, you know, there's some bulk to them. Okay, then I'm going to turn around and fold this again. So this one's actually going to have 4 layers in it, but again, yep, there'll be a couple other there'll be other giveaways too. I'll actually be doing 5 things that I'll be giving away. So I figure that's 1 per 300 people as a chance to win, which isn't that bad. Okay, so there we go. So there's that, and then there's that. Then I'm going to grab my page, and because it's going to be under the 4 doubled up and the 2 doubled up, this one doesn't have to be as bulky as the others. So I'm only going to fold it about 2/3 of the way down. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that little top flap down. Okay, there we go. And put that in my pile. I'm going to grab 2 more pages. You guys are like, what? How many pages? This one I'm going to fold in half. Okay, this page is going to just stay the way. I'm going to glue this on both sides. And this is actually, the one I'm doing now is actually cool if you're going to send like a rack. You know, then it's really cool because you can put a lot of goodies in it, you know, and send it, because you can actually do both sides if you want to. Had to think about what I was doing there, guys. Hold on. Okay. And then I'm going to add glue to it. Now, you can do this differently, and I meant to do it, but yeah, again, my head's all foggy. I'm just going to put this on the top of this one. You could have just folded the page over if you wanted to, but I actually forgot to do that because I was talking and gluing and spaced what I was doing. This medicine is, like I said, is driving me crazy. Okay, so then I'm going to get, let me put my glue before it dries out. I'm going to grab my little 1 inch punch, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm not going to go to the efforts of measuring anything. I'm just going to crease it right there and call it good. Now I'm going to put the flap that I glued in on the back of this one, just because that's where I like it. And then I'm doing is line, my little mark, my center line where I folded it, and drop it down to my other center. Boom. So there's that. Set that to the side. Then I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to fold it in half with the folded section to the back again. And again, I'm just going to fold that enough that I can line it up, drop to the center, Boom. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. This one you can do either side, because just make sure, you may want to make sure that you've got the writing up if you're using, you know, if you're using book page and you want it to be the writing, the text to be in the right direction. And then this one, I'm going to go down and cut that. There we go. So I'm going to grab my ink pad before I glue it together, because this one's one of those that gets crazy if you don't. And I'm going to ink around the edges. You guys all got quiet out there. Is everybody getting sleepy? This will probably be our last one of the day, because it is getting almost 10:30. Now I'm going to go partially down the sides. I'm not going to ink all the way down, or the bottom, because I'm going to end up gluing, so that would be pointless. Oh, it would be, I know, it is. You could just do a loaded little pocket and fill it full of stuff. Are you talking about the pockets in general, or just this one? This is easy, and it uses up scraps. We like using up scraps. Okay. And again, I'm going to ink my pages. Are you getting sleepy, Marty dear? Ron's probably already snoring, isn't he? And if you notice something comes unglued, then it doesn't matter. But I would sew around the edges anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. Now, the back page that we left solid, you have one of two choices. If you're going to do just, if you're going to glue it into your page, into your journal on a page, you only need to ink the front. If you're going to put a pocket on the back and do it as a flip, then you need to ink the back. And I love doing them as flips. Aww. But we'll glue this together, and then, you know, I'll work on decorating it and show you next week when we come back, because I know we're getting really close. Oops, I dropped it. Hold on a second, guys. It fell off on the desk. Okay, so to put it together, you're just going to go in order to size. You're going to start with your biggest. And I'm not going to actually use glue on this. I'm going to use sequin score tape, because it bonds. And there's so many different layers to this that I really don't, you know, want to, that glue is going to take forever to dry because of how thick it is. If you use like art glitter glue or something like that, it'll dry, you know, pretty fast. And if I was on video, I would use all of those. But because I'm doing this on a live video, I'm going to use the tape because it doesn't have to dry. Okay, so there's that one. Let me go ahead and tape up all the sides here. And yeah, you can do this in all different kinds of ways, all different size pockets. It's really cute. What do you guys want to work on next week? Do you want to continue with envelopes, or do you want to work on something different? Or envelopes, pockets, or do you want to work on something different? I can't talk either. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Anybody? What would you like to work on? I got my sticky hanging out the side where I'm touching it with my fingers. It's not wanting to work. anything anybody wants to work on next week, or do you just want me to pick something? Or oh, we could do clusters, like fabric clusters. We could do little fabric clusters with buttons and all of that. Or okay, then I'm going to burnish the tape down just because I find that I think it holds better if I do that. I think it just sort of pushes it into the paper fibers more. Okay, well, we can do clusters. You'll need fabric, lace, buttons, paper, scraps. Use scraps for your clusters. Okay, there we go. I'll pull this to the side. Get to my little, this is the little awl that come with the binding. If you have not seen the We Are Memory Keeper binding tool, and if you do not have it, oh my gosh, it's so nice to have. It doesn't work great for huge signatures, but it does because you can do, you know, 1 page, 2 page, you know, several pages at a time. Okay, so I've got that one. I'm going to line up my bottom. And again, I'm going to burnish the sides. Okay, we go to the next biggest one. Now, if I was decorating this and I wanted to do different colors on each tier, like, then I would decorate this, then put this one on top. If you want to decorate it, I like sort of leaving the book pages there and then just decorating like the smallest one or just at the top, or, you know, decorating the back. I find with it being all pockets, you sort of lose a lot if you decorate it because you fill it full of stuff. So you sort of, it's, I mean, you can, to me, it's not a good use of your resources because that one's off a little bit, but we can trim it up, and I usually trim them up when I get done anyway because some of the layers will be all goofy, because especially if you're using tape, because it does stick. But yeah, you know, if I don't like decorating under a pocket and then covering it up with another pocket, you know, so I'll either cut it just right below, you know, my little cut mark, or sorry guys, I'm like concentrating on getting that straight. I'll cut it right below my little line, or just not decorate it at all and decorate the other side and then put it in a page as a flip. But you know, once you get your tags and stuff in there, there's so much stuff, you know, that shows through that it's sort of, I don't know. I think it's just, to me, my personal opinion is it's a waste because, you know, if you have pretty things you want to use, why do you want to cover them up? So that's just my opinion. But now if I had a certain, and then I'm just going to cut a sliver off the side, which will be just enough to even all the sides up. And usually I have to flip it over and line it up, and that way I'm not cutting into bulk and cutting anything off. There we go. And then I'll do this side. I don't have to worry about the bottom and the top. I usually do this with my bigger trimmer, but I can't get my bigger trimmer under that. And sometimes it'll rag the edges if, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, but if it's wet. But I sort of like that look, so it doesn't really bother me. You just have to sort of work with it because of Like this is really, really bulky at the bottom, so you have to sort of sometimes go over it a couple times to get it. There we go. And then I can trim that last little bit off with the scissors. There we go. And my big, now I have a big swing line, and it doesn't have any problem. It goes straight through it, but it's a big 12 by 12, big heavy loud cutter, so I didn't want to pull it out. Okay, and then pick with the bottom and the back. So there's our back, and we can decorate our back with whatever we want. Like I have this right here, so I might as well go ahead and use it. Me. And you can see I don't worry about it being even. I just sort of mark it and go. And there's my mark for that one. Get it to the edge. I think I need to sharpen my blade though, but I've used it quite a bit. Okay, get over there, get over there. And next week we will do our drawing for our word of the day. I know I forgot it, which is my fault. So I will write it in my planner as soon as we get done here. And we will do our drawing for that. We'll just do two. We'll draw 2 names next week. And I will put the other one up Sunday. So next week we'll have to draw for 2. And what it is if you go into our Facebook group, I pick a word of the day. I believe the last one was friends. I think. Don't quote me because my brain's foggy. Joe, my room, if she's on here, may be able to remember. I think it was friends. And I post a word for the day on Sunday, and you have until Wednesday to post a picture of some type of craft, be it just a tag or a card or a journal or, whatever with the word on it. So, if you made a tag and it had the word friend on it, or, if you wrote in anything you would take a picture of that, if you wrote a quote in your journal and it had, the word friend in it, that would work. Something that has whatever the word of the day is, if it be peace or love or joy, friends, patience, whatever the word of the day may be. And then everybody who submits, yes, it's friends. And everybody who submits a picture on there, I have to trim this down. I cut it too big. That's crazy. Everybody who submits a picture will go in a can. Your name we'll get all the names written out and in a can, and we'll draw, and you can email me after that if you win, and you get to pick a free digital kit from my Etsy store. So, yay. Okay, so there's my decorated back, which I love. I like this plain the way it is. And this is light enough that you have journaling room down here. And then you have this side where, let me see, I'm just going to use other pockets as tags. You can put all of your little tags in. Let me see if I can get them all in here. I think this one will fit. Oh, yep, it will if I fold the little flappy down. And you can get them all. All my little pockets can go in there. There you go. You could do a pocket swap with someone and fit all your little pockets in there. There you go. And then you've got your decorated side. Cute. Your little tag with your little butterfly. Isn't that cute? If you missed this one, it's so cute. You just have to watch me muddle through it with my allergy. Oh, and then you've got the big one in the back. And then I'll send some textured wallpaper as a little gift. How's that? That'll work. And when you do this, you want to let it set for a little bit to dry. Well, I taped the pockets, but my textured wallpaper don't want to go in there. It doesn't. The wallpaper doesn't want to go in there because it's bulky. Here we go. There you go. So you have your tag out here and put a big tag in the back. So this would be a perfect for a swap because you could layer it with your tags. So, yeah. So we could do a tag swap. You know, you have this as your pocket. And if you, like these are really thick. But if you kept your tags down to like one layer all the way down, and you didn't put anything too boggy. I mean like this, but you didn't put like big beads or anything like that. Just like this, it would be less than 1/4 inch, which means that you could mail this in a 6x9 envelope as a letter. And if you mailed it as a letter, if it was a 1 ounce, you could mail it for 50 cents and what is it? 71 cents, I believe, for 2 ounces, or $1.10 for 3. So you'd be able to mail it for like $1.10 or less, as long as you kept it down below 1/4 inch, which I don't think would be a problem. And if you used like cardstock instead of like the text pages, the book pages, then you wouldn't have to layer it up so thick. I mean, because that's pretty thick, but that has that in there too. So, I mean, yeah, I think you could very easily mail it for at 1/4 inch. I mean, that's you got quite a ways of distance to go in there, which would be a cheap thing. So, Joe, you have to message me. We'll have to talk about this as we're planning swaps. So, who knows? Maybe it'll come up. I know we were talking about doing a tag swap, like the next one. So maybe this would be, you know, a good tag swap. Let's see. I can unfold this and put it in there. Let's see. Do I have something in every pocket? Yeah, I've got something in every pocket. Let me go ahead and stick this big thing back here just to sort of bulk it up some, because that would be where your heavy tag is. So if you did that, yeah, see, you're talking less by the time you squish it down in an envelope. It's less than 1/4 inch, and it would be cheap. So yeah, it would be great. And I mean, you could put a lot of tags in here, you know, as long as it stayed less than 3 ounces, you'd be good. So we'll talk about that. Maybe that'll be our next swap if everybody's interested in it. And I mean, as keeping it as a letter, we can do it as our small swap. You know, then if you want to, I think it would work. Okay, you guys, I am done. I'm getting out of here. Thanks for tuning in. You know, thanks for, yeah, you could put pictures in them. I mean, you could put a lot of different things in there. So, yeah, any kind of little piece of ephemera. I mean, you could fill it full of like naked ephemera to build a kit with. Yep, I'm going to get out of here too. We'll talk. If you are not in the Facebook group, make sure you join the Facebook group. The links are in the description box of my videos, so check that out. Well, yeah, and the thing of it is here's the cool thing. International could get in this for really cheap because they can mail it as a letter. And being able to mail it as a letter, you know, changes it, versus where if you're trying to mail a package international, it gets expensive. So that's a super idea. Oh, well, have a blast. Make sure you check out the Facebook group and get in there. Yeah, it'd be perfect for pockets, and it would be perfect because it's a pocket and tags. You guys have a great night, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, postage is nuts everywhere. I mean, it does. Yeah, it postage is crazy everywhere. So being able to do it as a letter, even international. I mean, I don't know what they do according to ounces, but the ounces here, if you say under 3.5 ounces and it's a quarter and less than a quarter of an inch, it ships as a letter. So we'll have to check international and find out exactly what their rules are. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you later. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Night, guys.